Welcome back to the Yesterday Show. I'm Jerome, your favorite talk show host. Do you ever get bored of those classic Bible stories like David and Goliath and Noah's Ark? We've got the book for you, Introducing Acts, an energizing, fact-filled story about the history of the church after Jesus' ascension. Today, we'll be interviewing Luke, the author of Acts. Come in, Luke. Welcome, Luke, to the Yesterday Show. How are you?
I'm doing good, bruh. Or should I say, brethren.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm the author of Acts, and I used to be a physician, which is basically a doctor. And I used to be a disciple of Paul.
Now that we've gotten the introductions over with, let's move on to your book. How long did it take?
It took me 2 years, AD 60 to AD 62.
Wow, you're too old to be alive. Let's move on to the next question. What's the main message you're trying to deliver through Acts?
Basically, the whole book is about how God wanted his message of hope and salvation to extend to all people, which is definitely why you should read it, because it gives a lot of information about that.
I can't wait to read it.
It's absolutely a thriller.
So in order to deliver the message, you wrote about two people in Acts, Peter and Paul, correct?
Yes, I remember Paul. I haven't seen him in forever.
Well, you'll be seeing him today. Bring him in.
What?
Yo!
Oh, I mean, it's been ages since I last
Feels
saw
like
you.
it's been forever.
You guys must be happy to see each other. Anyways, Paul, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So Paul, you were supposed to be in prison, right? How'd you manage to get here? Well, why don't we move on? Why do you think readers should read this book and take the time to understand the message?
This book details about what happens after Jesus' ascension. It's important to know how the church continued to move on after Jesus went to heaven.
Very interesting. And Paul, why do you think readers should take the time to read this book and understand the main message?
Well, I think the history and how God's word was spread is something that is worth knowing and learning about.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Make sure to pick up a copy of Acts to learn more. Well, thanks for watching the Yesterday Show. I hope you tune in for next episode, which airs in 2,000 years. I'm your host, Jerome. Introducing Acts, an energizing, fun-filled book about... Welcome, Luke. Welcome, Luke.
Or should I say, brethren.
Brethren. Jerome.
It's been so long since I've seen you, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, Jerome. Why are you Jeroming around?